is familiar with Korean football, albeit the southern version. He played there with Suwon Blue Wings and won 2 league titles back in the 90s. So away we go in Melbourne. Who's going to be playing for the last 8 and who'll be merely playing for pride come the final group game? So there's a strong start, and we've had a yellow card after less than 15 seconds for Jong-gil Gwan. All the way back for Jang Song-hyuk. It's a beautiful release. This is Cha Jong-hyuk towards Park Kwang-ryong, who launched himself at it. And there's the chance, a good save from Walid Abdullah, and it was Sim Hyun-jin again. The surprise inclusion, the number 13.
It was a beautiful switch of play to open up Saudi's left defence. A really impressive cross to the back stick. Park.
Flick on from Park Kwang-ryong, and he'll get it back here. Oh, what an effort from Park Kwang-ryong! They've scored! North Korea have scored through Ryang Yong-gi. Their first goal in 23 years at the Asian Cup finals.
Oh, what a brilliant moment for them, and what a brilliant strike by Pak. The winged horse has taken flight here in Melbourne. Ryang Yong-gi, so quiet in the first game against Uzbekistan, has been sprightly to begin with and gets a goal as a reward. It's a handy save in the first instance by Walid Abdullah. And scenes of unbridled joy.
Nawaf Alabed with the corner. Now Hassan Moath will have a blast. Little break for Omar Hassawi. On the turn was Al Salawi. Back with Osama Hassawi, and there's Hazazi. Just the wrong side of the post.
Oh, I was almost convinced that was going in. We're right behind it. And it looked like it was heading inside the post. It's a nice header from Hazazi. Through traffic, headed it down and across, and just wide. A good bit of pressure from the Saudis. Sustained, couple of shots blocked. Do something magical in the box.
Alabed goes deep this time. It's knocked back across towards Mohammed Al Salawi, who went for the bicycle kick. Didn't really get the purchase he wanted. He's a talented and regular goal scorer for his club side Al Nassr. He's only just at the outset of his international career, scored 4 times in 8 games for the Saudis. Didn't quite get that one right. Jong-hyuk has been caught out of position. Would this create an opening perhaps for the Saudis? Nawaf Alabed lays it off. Naif Hazazi, the equaliser for the Saudis. And the man who missed a penalty in Brisbane against China makes amends with a tidy score. What?
Well, to the script so far, it was a turnover by North Korea on halfway, and the transition was slick. The passing finally was good. The finish was lethal. Naif Hazazi couldn't secure it from the spot, but he can secure it through the legs of Ri Myong-guk to level the scores. Beautiful tee-up by Alabed. And they haven't really looked likely, the Saudis, but they're back level.
Hassan Moath around the outside. Danger for the North Koreans. Al Salawi just hits the roof of the goal.
I mean, it went close. It's a beautiful burst of speed by Muat.
Al Salawi laid off by Salam Al Dosri. Can hit them from outside the box. Al Dosri again. Naif Hazazi drilled across the face, and Al Salawi scores! And Saudi Arabia lead for the first time in the game.
By Ri Yong-jik, turned possession over, and they worked it trickily right through the heart of the field and then to the overlapping fullback. And it's just opportunism from there. Well positioned as he was, Mohammed Al Salawi. Beautifully found, Hazazi feeding the overlap. And the cross was fired in. North Korea could only deflect it onto the waiting foot of Mohammed Al Salawi, who can hardly miss from there.
Now Ri Yong-jik, who slipped, led to that opening in the first place. Oh, there's confusion, there's going to be a third. Mohammed Al Salawi has a brace. Disaster for North Korea. They got it totally wrong, and Al Salawi had a tap-in. 3-1, and that might be enough for the Saudis.
It's horrible. It's horrible. From Jang Song-hyuk, it's just horrible.
Here is Hassan Moath. He and Park Kwang-ryong trying to out-trick each other. And they're giving the ball away. Here's a chance. Jong Il-kwan was straining every sinew to try and get to that ball. And he couldn't quite make it.
In the end, just that half yard. Oh, wow. Wouldn't that have set up the last part of the game? It's a surging run through midfield.
Sama Housawi. Too strong for Hazazi, but it breaks kindly. Al-Salawi's on a hat-trick here. It's opened up for him. And he's put it wide. And they can't believe it, and neither can he.
The turn on halfway was delectable. And the finish was scuffed. He hashed it up horribly. Should have been a hat-trick. Made the chance for himself quite beautifully.
Here's Salam Al-Dosri inside the penalty area, going this way and that. Can he finish? Oh, delightful. Is it over the line? Linesman says... What does he say? Nobody knows. Penalty. For handball, was it, against Ri Yong-jik? Salam Al-Dosri.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
The dancing feet, all that was missing was the finish. It was off the crossbar and then off the arm of Ri Yong-jik. Not over the line. Good decision by the linesman.
And a red card.
Penalty kick and a red card too for Ri Yong-jik, whose tournament is over.
Yeah.
From 11 metres, Nawath Alabit. 4-1, is it? No, it is now on the follow-up, and he does have his goal. It trickled along the line after Ri Myong-guk had made the save.
Good save from the penalty. They're nervous from the spot now. That's two they haven't converted. It's the follow-up from Nawath, who's been the player of the game as far as I'm concerned. And he made sure he got his name on the scoreboard. He deserves the goal.